The maze is twisting, you're not twisting. Do you plan to see what you're missing? The sound of a bell from a tiny adventurer signals a new beginning.
Hello everybody, Skybound here.
Starlight Lux.
And we just got finished watching episode 10 of Boku No Hero Academia, or My Hero Academia.
The hell.
And well, that was an interesting episode indeed, wasn't it?
I'm trying to work out what the hell happened within the last couple of minutes. I can understand the frog powers sort of thing, fine, but the punch you probably better start. I'm still trying to process this.
Okay, so, first of all, we finally get to see, what's his name, fight, Eraserhead. Yeah, that was his name, wasn't it? Eraserhead.
Yeah.
We finally get to see him fight, and Jesus, he's pretty good.
He's pretty damn flipping good.
For someone who spends half his life in a sleeping bag.
Maybe that's the reason why he spends half his life in a sleeping bag. It takes
Yeah.
so much energy out to do that.
Very possible, but wow, okay, that was really great watching him fight, and also there was certainly some interesting parts as well, like with all the different teams being split up. I noticed we didn't actually really get to see what the others were doing while Midoriya and
Well, we'll probably see that next.
Yeah.
The result of all of that next.
And fucking the Batman cosplay. I don't even know what is it.
I don't even know.
Mineta. I think it's Mineta or something.
Yeah.
But I still don't really understand his power. He can throw these sticky black orbs at people.
Well, it seems like it was useful in that context, but I can't imagine any other context it could be useful for.
Like the only thing I can really think of is it like. I mean, it's basically flubber, isn't it?
It is
He's basically a flubber generator.
Yeah, so basically he was able to stick them all together because of that one punch in the water wasn't it? Or something like that. And as I say, we need to go back and watch over some of these. And
So that part I'm still trying to work out entirely. So first of all, he didn't actually break his entire hand when he punched, which is a good start. You know, he broke a couple of fingers, but you win some, you lose some fingers.
yeah.
And yeah, he's still. I mean, I thought at first because he'd struck the water instead of like a solid impact on like flesh or something, he hadn't damaged his hand at all. Turns out I was wrong there, but then again, that does actually kind of make sense because you know,
hitting water,
striking water
is hard for It's not like a gas where you can compress it. Water is not something. Well, a liquid you can't compress.
Well, yeah, it basically.
So it does move. So in other words, you will have an impact if you hit water.
Yeah, when you strike it.
It's like if you do a belly flop into like a pool, it will flip.
Ooh, yeah. You don't do that. You got to make yourself sort of streamlined.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is like an impact to it if you hit it sort of straight on. So that was interesting. So it kind of punches that. That kind of I guess makes all the water go. Like it basically draws in all of the water into the centre. And yeah, then somehow launches everything into the air, including the ship, which is just plain impressive.
Yeah, like if it wasn't broken before, it sure as it appears now.
Yeah, I don't know what they. I don't know if they were planning for that, but you know they're gonna need another ship. But
well, considering it's supposed to be a shipwreck zone, I imagine it's supposed to.
Also, we finally get to see some of the other quirks, like Suyo's power in more sort of depth, some more actual sort of usage for her power, in all her froggy power.
There's no it's slightly off there.
Oh yeah. But yeah, that was a pretty interesting. That was a pretty interesting episode, a really fun one, and it's not over yet. Like the fight against the villains is not over yet, which means it's probably going to take place at least through the next episode, if not the episode after that as well.
I think it's going to be like the finale.
Possibly. I'm really curious.
And
though.
then that 13 character, that was basically sucking in that like nebulous cloud, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
that we didn't see the result of that, so we may see the result of it afterward.
Yeah, I'm somewhat curious if, I'm curious about whether or not that would have defeated it. Because even if you suck it up into like some kind of vacuum, what can you actually do to something that's basically not a physical thing? So I feel like we haven't seen the last of that. Obviously, we need to see Leader doing something, reporting what's going on to the school, which will probably draw in more heroes to make an even more epic battle. So basically, yeah, really enjoyable episode yet again. You know, I keep thinking we should like diversify our opinions on the episodes, but every single one has hit the mark. It's so good.
Yeah, this is the thing. We've been trying to not make the scores boring, but it's so hard not to. We're giving them high scores because they are good episodes. It's been consistently good, and this is why I think a lot of people like this.
Probably,
because
it's probably why it's so damn popular. But yeah, I can't. I'm going to give this one a slightly higher score than I gave the last episode. Slightly. I'm going to put this up to 9. But I'm going to guess there's going to be like a very natural progression of the next episode giving like slightly higher than 9, and then the final episode being somewhere, if not 10, very close. But I haven't seen those yet, so this is kind of just my predictions from how the show's been going from high to high.
I think I would, I say I'll give a 9. I would say 9 as well. Because, you know, again, it's another episode where they were able to fit a lot in and it didn't actually feel that rushed.
Yeah, so, I mean, it passed by pretty quickly, but it was all very action-packed. And it was one where it went by quickly because there was a lot of action in it, I think. And because it was genuinely enjoyable to watch, you know. It wasn't like, you know, some shows you watch and the episode just seems to drag out. Because it's not...
Examples?
Not really. Not off the top of my head, at least. But there are certain shows, you know, that you watch that you're not really all that into.
Wasn't there one that we watched recently that was like that? You know, the one that was... Wasn't it like One that was like
Can Cole, yeah. So we watched like an episode of Can Cole, and that seemed to drag on quite a bit.
Yeah, it wasn't. There was a few other. I know what you mean. There's a few ones that are like melodramas, and it's like meh.
Essentially,
I'm not into melodrama, so.
Essentially, slower episodes in general are kind of like, you know, if. A lot happened here. It was really enjoyable, everything that happened.
Even the slow episodes in this series have been good, though.
I mean, have they? I mean, I suppose there have technically been slower episodes, but they've never really passed by super slowly. They've always gone by quite quick.
They've never been boring, that's the point I'm making.
Yeah.
They've been slow and a bit more relaxing, but they've not exactly been not interesting. They've been interesting even if they've been slower episodes, which is what you kind of want, because you want some episodes to slow it, because you don't want it to be constantly hyping it up, trying to one-up itself, because then you get to a point where you hit a ceiling of what you can actually one-up. There's only so much you can possibly one-up.
Yeah, I mean, it's very good at sort of balancing out its sort of slice of life, its character development, and its epic fights and stuff, which is awesome. I'm looking forward to the next couple of episodes. I'm sure we're going to see Bakugo fighting. I'm sure we're going to see the other heroes as well, or using their own quirks to defeat these villains. And yeah, that's pretty much everything from me, at least, unless you've got anything else to say?
No, I haven't got anything. I've already said what I wanted to say, so...
Okay, awesome. So we hope you enjoyed our review of episode 10 of Boku No Hero Academia, or My Hero Academia. As always, you can go to the reaction in the link below. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you want to give any feedback, write a little comment down there. And if you want to keep watching us reviewing or reacting to this series, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell icon. Have a great day, everyone. Who knows, we might do more do more anime in the future, but for the time being, we hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm Skybound,
So that's
and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.